hit buttons, and he can't even hit buttons when he's supposed to.
Straight up.
Yeah, that's why you ain't getting paid vacation time. I don't even know who told you we had it. We don't offer it. Get us started, Jimmy.
GreenhouseBeardCo.com.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Green.
Bam. Another Friday. You know what? I got to do this real quick so all you folks out there know. Let me share this. I know y'all don't pay attention. Here we are, another episode. Wait a minute. Got comments coming in already. My man, hey, you need to do some damn work. Another episode of the DiverGents podcast, sponsored by, I got it. This shit's out. Great people of Greenhouse Beard Company. Go check them out today. GreenhouseBeardCo.com. Also across all social media. Greenhouse Beard Company. Also sponsored by the DiverGents. Bourbon, Jimmy.
Hey, let me get a drink real quick. Pour some of this DiverGents up in this bitch. That Greenhouse special, baby.
You want to check that out? Check out the rest of that track. Check out the House Villains mixtape Shell Casings on housevillains.com. Or you can just hit the Linktree description. The Linktree link in the description. I don't know why the fuck they call it Linktree. Also, big shout out to our fam over at the Grown Ass Cigar Society. Check them out, man. You need to get that smoke on. And then, of course, one more. Every Wednesday, your man, Mr. Motherfucking Green, and Reggie, Why It's the Podcast, every Wednesday. You can check that out. Man, hold up. Look, we just... well, 1 second before we get into this. My man's in the comments, so we got to do it.
God rap, God persona, God thriller, God body in the flesh, call me Godzilla.
Mr. Motherfucking Green is in the comment section. See, you asked about him. There he is.
Okay, yo. What up, fam?
Well, tonight's another very special episode. We got my man. I've known this motherfucker. Woo, shit. Man, were you crawling yet when I met you? I can't remember.
I was still in diapers, dog. I was still in diapers.
Okay.
I was still in
the
diapers.
One, the only, representing Jon Hoey Radio. See, you know he's big time when he's got radio after his name. My shit just is that. I ain't even got that.
Hey, bro, we all big time, man. I mean, it's not even about big time. There's no small pond or big pond. We all pretty much swimming in the same pond, bro. So it's really not. No little I's or big U's. I told you that already.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. You've known me a minute. I always felt like I was a superstar.
Hey, brother, I got my swag from you, bro. I got my swag.
Well, can I borrow some of that shit? Can I borrow some of that back?
I got it from you, man. You poured it on me. That's where I got it from. So, yeah, it's, hey, there it is. There it is. I inherited the swag and every ounce of glints or glitter and whatever else I got that's popping. I got it from you, bro.
Well, all the new watchers, I appreciate you joining in. I am your man, your mom's favorite to talk, Mississippi, the man, the myth, the legend, Johnny F. Beard, and with me is always the bourbon bully and the man so great he only goes by one name, Stevie. I'm glad to see you too, motherfucker.
Man, what
you act like you can't call somebody. All right, man. Look, I'm trying to get all professional and shit. You got your professional setup. You swear that's your son's room, but. Hey,
bro, it's just as bootleg as they come. I promise you. If you can actually see what I see and know what I know, and all the setup is just as rigged and bootleg as it ever has been. I promise you. So don't believe the hype, brother. Don't believe the hype.
So you saying I shouldn't feel so bad for being in my
bootleg? Hey, don't feel bad at all.
What up, Mr. Fly?
Well, hell, fuck it, man. We got everybody on here hanging out and everything. Let's start from the beginning, man. What? I never, I saw you doing things, afterwards when I was gone. What got you in the radio industry, man?
Music. It's always been about music. I mean, coming from Mississippi, as we all know, I mean, if it's not sports or in most cases religion, church. It's all about music. So, you know, that was always embedded in me in the from the very beginning. But it's funny how it all came about, though. If I could actually kind of dive in a little bit deeper.
Do what you do.
Right. Green Man, Fall 02. Green Man was the one y'all had first started bootlegging CDs. You remember that? I think y'all the first one I knew that was doing it. Was it Napster? Which site it was? Whatever site it was.
Napster, LimeWire, all that shit.
Yeah, LimeWire. It was LimeWire. Green Man came to class one day and had a CD with all these various artists' names on it. And I was like, bro, where you get this CD from? He was like, oh, I make them in my house. And I was like, bro, like you got all these artists on here. He had Luda and I'm gonna start calling out names for these rappers get mad. It's he was bootlegging my music. Yeah, we were bootlegging, like it was crazy back in the day. And he gave me insight on how I could do it. It was Napster. I appreciate that, Amp. It was Napster. He came back and told me how I can do it from my house. And I was working at McDonald's, and I went home and downloaded Napster, about 20 CDs, and made like 20 mix CDs, and sold all of them the next day at school, right? And so I came back. I said, "Yo, I actually made $200 of selling CDs, and I was making $5.15 minimum wage, getting paid every 2 weeks at McDonald's." So I said, "Okay, well, we can leave that job alone. I think I found my new hustle."
Yeah.
And so that's where it was birthed, man. So shout out, man, Anthony Paul Blessing. He was the one who got me started. I know
you hit him with the full name.
I gave him the government name. Let him know I know who he is. It was Anthony Paul Blessing. It's the Ward class, math class.
Not Ward.
I said it. So between him and my cousin, I got my big cousin, man, named Derek. My big cousin named Derek, named stepchild. He was. They had me in music, man. But from there, it was just pretty much just a matter of me just want to be behind the mic. The first time I actually saw a on-air personality behind the mic, like actually in action, I was like, bro, you actually get paid to do this? Like the artistry of it was crazy to actually see people talk inside a microphone and be able to talk like this and be able to interact. Nobody is there. You don't know who listening, but yeah, you in some ways you just being within your art. And I thought that was dope. So yeah, man. I mean, I've taken, I should say, probably every gig from being a traffic center to being in different radio stations, gospel radio stations, hip hop radio stations, everything. But it was a dope opportunity, and I thought, it kind of gave you that leverage or that freedom to be able to express yourself. And of course, coming from Mississippi, folks told me I need to work on my diction because I talk too slow. Well, I talk too fast, I should say, and I gargle when I talk. So I had to actually learn how to train myself to talk. Hey, bro, from there, man, it just kept going, dog. Like that's pretty much the story.
Well, I guess the thing with me, I get exactly what you're talking about, because once we cut this off, it's nonstop, and it's almost like I'm watching myself talk. I'm like, whoa, boy, that's woo. But when we get in this setting, it's something completely different. And I mean, I've been told that just runs in the blood. I mean, I get that from my grandfather, but wait a minute, hold on. I mean, yeah, I was gonna let you correct him. I wasn't gonna say nothing. He threw your government out there. I was not gonna say.
Was it Anthony Paul or Anthony? Is it what is it? Red. I'm gonna let him put it in the comment. We good, bro.
I mean,
hey,
I ain't do it.
I do who we got that soup. No, bro. I actually got a cold. My allergies actually kicking in, so y'all really got to bear with me a little bit. But that's what happened. We were in same class, third grade. Who was third grade? Yeah. So of course we go way back. Third, fourth, sixth, and seventh, and so on and so forth, and throughout high school. So yeah, one of the coolest guys I knew.
Really? He ain't that cool to me. Oh shit. Tall Joe said, "What's up, man?"
What up, bro?
What you know about Tall Joe, man?
Hey, Big Joe.
So, damn, how everybody know Tall Joe and I don't?
Big Joe, bro.
I gotta get him on the show. You know how I can get in touch with him?
Holler at my boy Shabazz.
You hit me with that bullshit. I see what you doing. I see that shit already.
Holler at Shabazz.
All right, well, here, let's dig into it then, man. What was your first real gig behind the mic? How was that?
Bro, it was at an AM radio station. And that's when I saw kind of how the business of radio works. And that's what kind of gave me it gave me a platform, if anything else. And I think I didn't care, bro. I said any job I can get in radio, I'll take it. And
right.
I probably had gone by probably like 3 or 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 different stations just to see if anybody was hiring. And my goal was just to get a slot. I just wanted a slot. Like I didn't care what time of the day it was, what time of the night it was. Just give me a slot. Just give me somewhere I can just kind of just get on the air and just do my thing. So I went to an AM gospel station. Gospel station.
I don't think I could make it on that one.
Bruh, it was one of those things that, because I had 2 jobs actually. I had one job at a traffic center. So from the traffic center to that joint, I felt like I had to do something. I needed something to kind of keep me afloat. It was hard, dude. It was crazy because, I mean, starting out the gate, I was so young. I was probably in my I ain't gonna tell my age, but I was in my early 20s. And but I didn't care. I was on the radio. That's all that mattered. Now, could I have done that anywhere but Atlanta? I'll probably have to say no. I think the market is what kind of intrigued me the most. Okay, as long as I'm on the radio, that's all that matters. I don't care what station, what genre of music it was. That's all that matters. But I mean, they gave me a tremendous opportunity. That station's not even up no more. It's not even open anymore. But they gave me a tremendous opportunity to pretty much find my wings. I wasn't on there trying to preach or slap nobody. It was just mostly me just finding my art. And I mean, you find it sometimes the most unlikeliest places, and that's where I got my start. So, man, I took it a grain of salt. You could have put me at a classical music station, though. I would have took that job. I mean, it was a paying gig in a world.
Country?
Huh?
What about country?
I would try country too. I mean, Randy Travis and sure, I still like what's my guy name? What's my guy name, bro?
I can't
know. Randy Travis, Molly Cyrus, dad.
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray,
there we
bro.
go. There we
Billy
go.
Ray. Come on, bro.
Oh, wait a minute. You getting loud at me like you surprised I don't know. You should know I don't know.
That dude, he had a crossover hit. But no, I would have done anything, bro. It was just really the drive I had, or really determination, I would say, to get on somewhere, to get me straight, kind of get my feet wet. But yeah, I mean, they gave me the opportunity I was looking for, and from there I was able to kind of just, I saw radio as a business, but also as a huge platform to connect with people. And I mean, once you get in that creative space, bro, I mean, just like y'all in right now, once you get in that creative space, your mind starts tapping into so many other different things you can do. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just writing, in terms of just any other issue, start you a business, anything like that. That's the advantage it gave me. It gave me an opportunity to see, if you can be creative in this space, take that same type of creative mindset and put it, anywhere else. And that's what I'll say. I give them major and much love and credit, because at the time I needed a job. They gave it to me. I had to get up every morning at 6 a.m. to be there. Yeah. So even on Saturdays, and then even work some Sundays as well. So you had to pay your dues, bro. Still paying dues at the same time. But that's how it pretty much came about.
Hey, you ever have any slip ups while you was on the gospel station?
Man, what you talking about? I said wrong street names. I said wrong.
Oh, no, that ain't the slip up I'm talking about.
You talking about as far as like,
language.
They didn't really have me doing stuff like that though, and I think that was a misperception with a lot of people. I think the term gospel kind of had a lot of people twisted because they wanted me to be that young presence. So there were times I played Kendrick Lamar on my show one time. I played. I had to be outside the box because I had to be different. I wanted to be different. So I played, Chance the Rapper, Kendrick Lamar. I played inspirational music, and that I considered their music as being inspiration. So you kind of had to find that's a part of that discovery of just you being an artist, man. You just try to kind of find in your way, kind of finding your niche, kind of finding the different things you could do to be different, to be you, to do you. And that's how I just came about, bro. I mean, they allow me to do me. I mean, that's one thing I give to them. They needed a young presence. I needed a job. So hey, we helped each other out.
Voila.
There it is, brother.
So, question.
What's up?
So, as of right now, if you with your own station, I mean, do you have a conflict in like the type of music you play, or like are you just like hip hop and R&B, or slow jam, classics? I mean, or do you just have a variety of what you play?
It's a variety. I mean, I appreciate the art behind it anyway. So, and I still say, man, it's all about medicine. I say music is medicine. It's therapy.
Right.
So, especially throughout the the pandemic. I got you, bro. House Villains, I got you. But no, I mean, especially throughout the pandemic, man, and so many other times like that. That was my outlet. Like that was definitely my outlet in terms of just hearing certain songs, just being in that zone. I'm sure anybody can relate. But now I never discriminate against good music, against good art, regardless of who it is. You know what I'm saying? So that, of course, in the day and time that people are looking for that outlet, are looking for something to gravitate to. Like I said, we're musical beings in terms of what we know and what we connect ourselves with. So now, bro, I mean, any and all things. But I mean, one thing about the AM station, it really prepared me for podcasts. Because you think about radio, it's nothing but talk. I mean, I'm sorry, you think about AM radio, it's talk radio.
Right.
And that's pretty much what podcast is. So, I mean, in my mind at that time, I didn't realize it was actually preparing me for podcasts. That whole time I was mad at being on the AM station, like, bro, this is stupid. Like, y'all old folks don't know what y'all doing, what y'all talking about. It was actually, well, I guess 5 years later, I realized like, the stuff that you was throwing out there in terms of you just creating a dialogue or having an opportunity to talk to people, it actually was preparing you for what was coming next, which is podcasts. But the dope part about it was I had that connection with music. So that's how pretty much I was still able to kind of keep it balanced and kind of keep it creative. That's how Jon Hoey Radio came about. I realized like, you got the resources, the tools, and the experience. You just got in some ways, just put it to work, bring it all together.
How big is your team you got helping you with the radio right now?
I got producers, websites coming up, so definitely it's gonna be dope. But I got a few producers and I have some writers because I work with I see a lot of college students that just want a chance to just have an opportunity just to just be a part of a media platform. And I said, you love to write, man. Shoot, write some blogs up. We can put some blogs on the site. So total, I would say at least 4, just 4 people. We keep it simple. Yeah, keep it simple, keep it sort of even cost effective. So yeah, right. Straight up.
Now see, like on this one and on our Wednesday show, man, like I tell people, I mean, we ain't got time to like write out no script or check out this or that or anything like that. What about you? You got a script you go by, or you just got like, all right, we're gonna hit this today, or you just get on there and you just go?
A little bit of both, man. It's just you got to kind of keep your eyes and your ears to the streets in terms of news, in terms of what's happening. You got to see if that really fits within your the context of your show. Of course, y'all heard about the Kirk Franklin thing. He was cussing his son out. I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope. Like, we got to talk about that. Even with you got Derek Jackson. How that came about, just things here and there. I mean, it was crazy. It's crazy. So, I mean, it's really a copycat league, bro, in terms of, everybody pretty much want to get their hands on whatever story that's out there, regardless of what platform you're on, what network you're a part of. So yeah, I just, whatever I feel as though, fits into, what we do and how, the message and the brand, the image that we try to portray. I mean, if, with Greenhouse, I mean, if there was a if there was a decline in bourbon sales or cigar sales, y'all, of course, y'all gonna talk about that. I mean, that fits your brand. That's what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? If that makes national news, of course, y'all incorporate that. So I do the same thing. I try to look for, what's hot, but most importantly, what pretty much connects with, the context as well as the overall brand of our radio platform.
Well, see, on our show, we don't care if it's fake, real, or what happened. As long as it's a damn good story, we bring it on.
Yeah.
Now, how much do you feel like you need to dig into facts about stuff before you'll talk about it? Or do you not even care?
Yeah, no, I do. Because, of course, people call you out on it. I learned that by being in AM radio, or just being in radio in particular. You want to make sure you have your ducks in a row, your facts together, because that's a representation of you. Not saying you'll probably get it right all the time, but at least have the basic stuff. So research is always key, bro. Like I said, keeping your eyes and ears to the streets and pretty much having a knowledge of, if it's a sports related topic, if it's I'm a huge sports guy, by the way. So if it's a sports related topic, if it's a rap, hip hop, music, bass, how do you want to look at it? You always want to make sure you have, the knowledge of okay, who was that said this, or who was that said that back in 1992? Who was that artist who was rapping that? Was that MC Hammer or was that Will Smith, Fresh Print? So you always got to have the sort of a history and a connection with the culture, as well as whatever storyline or outlet news outlet you're presenting or talking about.
Jimmy, we're doing it wrong. See, we just like to let loose and make fun of stupid people who do stupid shit.
Hey, bro, listen, I'm not listening. That's your art. That is your art. I never knock anybody's art, bro. However you kind of get in there and make it work, bro. I say do it. This day and age, you have that platform, you have that access and opportunity. I tell myself, don't be perfect, man. Just be you.
It is me spitting fire at 2 years old. Hey, don't you need to be getting ready for work tomorrow? Don't you have to work? Here's the question. No, not you. My man's down there at the what they want to call it. I don't know what they call it no more. I don't know. I ain't there no more. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, you did free yourself last week, right? I
did.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like I feel like I lost like 15 pounds.
Hey, man. Brother, I get it.
Ugh. You were in one of your stories, and there was a question I was going to ask you, and I've been sitting here for 10 minutes trying to come up with that question. It was a good one too, and I just it's the Winchester State Pen. That's what it is. Yeah, that's got out of the Winchester State Pen.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Cool.
Please give me a question real quick, man. I had something.
You need to start writing your questions down, man.
Yeah. Definitely write them joints down. Text them to yourself at least.
Well, see, then that'll go against everything we do around here.
Hey, bro. It's a nice to have just in case. So.
I got my box of drink over here, so I was worried about that at the time.
So
I'm saying.
I know you say you have a couple items and stuff like that, but you say you deal with mostly college kids, right?
Yeah. College or those fresh out, man. Really, anybody. I'm not going to just narrow it down to that. Mostly college kids. Got to find out they're hungry, and I've been there. You fresh out of college, you're looking for any and probably every opportunity you can connect with that seems legit enough or established enough to be a part of. So yeah, college student. I have some people in there. They're mid or late 20s that just want something outside of their 9 to 5. They want to do something else outside of I'm tired of being on the same robotic train or rat race, however you want to look at it. So they just say, I need an outlet. You got, can I come? Yeah, man, I'm open to it. I never look at or trying to turn down anybody that's trying to look for an opportunity, especially if I'm able to help them with it. So you just never know who that person would be. I was reading this club owner. I heard one time somebody brought him Justin Bieber. It was some kid named Justin Bieber. They brought to him, and he wanted them they wanted him to let Justin Bieber perform at his club. He turned him around and said, "Nah, man, this kid's too young." 5 years later, look where Justin Bieber was at. You know what I'm saying? So I just take those things as lessons. You never know, man, who these people are that are just looking for an opportunity. I mean, because I'm still looking for opportunity, and I was the person that wanted that opportunity. So no, there's really no age limit. But most of the people that I come in contact with are persons that are fresh out of college, man, just trying to get their feet wet, trying to get experience under their belt. And you know, I'm fortunate and blessed enough to be able to do something for them, not much, but something for them.
Have you ever thought about doing like internship, like know, for saying for ones who in their field in college who want to get into radio and all that stuff? I mean, like class. You ever thought like classes? Have you done any class, like taught in the class or spoke, or like the classrooms or anything about it?
Yeah. Not classes. I haven't done a class. Now I wouldn't definitely put it out say that, but yeah, there have been opportunities where high school and probably one class that was a college class. It was a junior college. But yeah, I've done even like small things like Boys and Girls Club. I mean, of course, my son goes to Boys and Girls Club. And they've asked me to come by there, and we did like a show there one time just for the kids. Had a few artists in there. They just want to get more exposure in terms of technology, media, and things like that. So yeah, we like I said, we don't definitely, bro. Any and all persons or anybody, I should say, that just want the opportunity to get some type of exposure, experience. Yeah, I pretty much try to help or work with whoever I can.
Cool.
So, how do you operate every day of the week?
Yeah, in some aspects or another. A lot of pre-planning goes behind that, bro. I didn't get to sleep this morning till 4:30, so it's a lot of just keeping your eyes and ears to the streets. I mean, I get notifications on my phone. My mom always tell me she think I think in my sleep. I'm working in my sleep because I'm always trying to think of something just to try to get an edge. I like the competition, bro. I actually like it. I actually like the competition, to be in a place or position where, there's somebody looking for you as far as information or just looking at you as a source to talk about something or to give them something. I like that. It kind of brings out the competitor in you to actually, want to make this thing fun and kind of build on your past, especially if you're passionate about it. So, yeah, if I'm not on posting every day, I'm doing something, bro, that's connected to, media, to radio, or, a project of some kind.
Now, I'm pretty sure you had that moment. We all have. When was that moment where you just sat at it, like, man, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I might need to try to do something else.
Man, I had plenty of those moments. Probably still have them today. No, it was one time. I promise you, it was. I was gonna quit the station, that small AM station. Man, it's crazy. True story. I had gone in that morning. I had no gas in my car, and we didn't get paid till next week. And I was like, bro, look, we ain't making no money over here. Well, I'm not making no money over here, man. I gotta look at some other options. Now, I'll never forget this lady, dude. She was an old lady who used to always call in to the show. I sound like a little story right now, a little movie, Lifetime movie or something. But no, it's real. She was an older lady, bro. She was always calling into the show. And then that day, I promise you, I kid you not, I was gonna quit that day. I said, man, I can't do this no more. This is crazy. We ain't making money. I mean, it's a cool gig, but whatever. The lady came to the studio. She came to the studio, told me who she was. She said, I love your show. I love what you do. And gave me some money. If that wasn't motivation for me to keep going, I don't know what else was. But when the station there was another time when we was making some moves, like some serious moves in terms of guests, in terms of just building on the brand itself. And the studio that I worked out of, it closed down. The city had decided, the owner decided to sell off the studio, and we went on like a 1-year hiatus, like crazy. And yeah, it was a down period, bro. Like, it was a drought. I mean, it was during 2020. It was like right there at 2020, everything was pretty much at a standstill. So yeah, I had that moment then recently. But I mean, bro, you don't man, you appreciate this. I mean, I always say don't take it for granted, because it's not for everybody, and not everybody get that opportunity. Someone on some bourbon, bro. They go use some they go you a plug right there, some bourbon. Tell you I get that distribution deal set up. But no, so yeah, it's been plenty of times, bro. I promise you. It's you really just gotta have a passion for it, man. Like straight up.
But look, like I said, I do this twice a week, and there's been plenty of times I've called Steve, and I'm like, "You feel like it today?" And he's like, "Nah." I'm like, "Well, we're going to push it the next week."
Yeah, man.
I feel like if I was on your level, how many days do you get to just say, or do you feel like it? You know, man, I'm gonna let somebody else do it today.
It's been plenty of days. But I guess that's when you really kind of you test it to find out if it's really what you want to do or what's really in you. I think I feel better after I do it than when I don't do it. So I think that's the thing that's kept me moving. Like I said, that little drought we had for almost a year that we weren't doing nothing, like anything. I realized that I was missing that creative sort of outlet. I was missing that creative space. And that's why I realized, like, bro, this could be easy to be taken away from you. So don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? I tell any artist that, like, don't take your art, or business owner. I tell anybody that. Don't take your art, don't take life or anything you have for granted, dog, because it could be here one day and gone tomorrow. So that's the thing I think that kind of I take with me. Cause I heard about a few radio stations that shut down last year. I know a lot of announcers or personalities that had to literally put things at a standstill, or they lost their jobs, because of the pandemic. And that's why I say, whenever we get back in there and get in the swing up, we gotta hit it, because you just never know, if this opportunity will still be here, next year this time, or even next month. Right. You just never know. So yeah. Right.
Bam, it finally came back to me. I'm glad you jumped in that story. Look, this is something I don't do, and I do it for personal reasons, because if I do it, I'll find myself trying to change the way I do things and mess up the flow. How many times do you just go back and listen to a show you did that day to see if it's really maybe as bad as you thought it was, or maybe if it's as good as you thought it may have been?
Man, you know what's crazy? I don't. And it could be still from it's almost like you listening to yourself, but at times you can't believe it's you.
Right.
And it's like, instead, I'd rather just continue to grow within it and let the people say what they're gonna say. And I mean, because at times I could be my own worst critic, and I could probably be hard on myself to anybody. And that's typical. I think any artist or any person in any field will probably feel that way, but I don't. I try not to, because it's almost like the same time you don't want to believe your own hype. You almost like you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like that's how I keep myself grounded. Like, I don't want to believe my own hype, man. I want to just let's keep moving, because there's still work to do, I guess. There's still stuff we're trying to plan for and build on.
You're right. That's just like with this bourbon. You know what I'm saying? I make it, and people are like, oh my God, it's good. I love it. Like, blah, this, that. And I'm like, yeah, then I'm like, it could have been a little bit better.
Right.
I could have did.
Right.
So now I just to the point now that I just, I just continue to do what I do. And then, what I'm saying, I just let the people say it, And right. I've been doing this since 2018. And the only bad review I ever got was somebody told me I need to make it a little bit stronger. And that wasn't even a bad review.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I'm the same way, brother.
Probably the only time I will actually go back and re-listen or rewatch a whole show is if I get that message the next morning from my brother, and he's like, probably one of our top 5.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, let me see what we did. Because I don't know about you, half the time after I get done, if somebody's like, man, when y'all did this, it was hilarious, or I really like when y'all did this or did that, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Right. Yep.
Because I'm doing the show, but as far as remembering exactly what we've done, I have no clue. And hell, you doing this shit every week. I mean, I imagine it's hard to keep up with. There she is.
Yeah.
What's up, Stephanie?
Hey, Stephanie. Who's Stephanie?
A very, 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 very supportive person of all the shows we do.
Shout out to Stephanie, man.
We were even going to actually do a special Tuesday show last week that she was going to tune into on her birthday just to watch us. And I dropped the ball on that one.
It's all good.
I still owe you, Stephanie.
Yeah, it's National Women's Month, so we'll shout you out. You and all women, Stephanie. We appreciate you.
See, look at that.
No doubt.
I didn't even know that. Didn't.
We appreciate you, Stephanie.
See, I told you before the show, you probably got the most professional setup. Look, you outshining me over here, man. Look, you got the brand on the mic and all that. I need to be on that level.
Yeah, hey, we can talk about that though, because that's not hard to get. For anybody want to get one of these, I could actually help you with that. I promise you, it's not as hard and as glamorous as it seems. I promise you.
Oh no, it's glamorous as a motherfucker. Just sitting here and you got your own shit on your mic.
Hey, brother, listen, presentation.
Official.
Presentation is everything. That's branding right there, brother. I mean, you got your greenhouse curtain back there. Is that a curtain or was it a sheet? Was that in the window?
That's a flag.
It's like, okay, my bad. Yes, flag. I can see all that. Okay, yeah, it's a flag. So yeah, brother.
All right, now if it looks like a curtain, then we're gonna roll with that. Yeah, I got the curtains.
Yeah. So
we got curtain sets back here.
Yeah, curtains. Yeah, you got them curtains back there, bro. So yeah, you got it rolling, dog. It's all good. Hey, Mrs. Riddle, happy Women's History Month. Yeah,
I need to get up with her anyway. She's coming on the show April the 9th.
Okay. Right after Women's History Month. Brazil.
Wow. I hope she ain't finna try to hit me with the Cashapp scam. We've had a couple of those jump in on the show.
That was crazy.
Don't make me start blocking y'all with the Cashapp scams now.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with Cashapp.
Have you got caught up in the scam yet?
Hey, brother, I've thrown a few dollars to somebody I didn't know. I'll never do it again.
I ain't even gonna lie, I come close a couple times.
I did.
It sounded like a good deal.
I fell for They got me. Never. I said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Man, look, hey, you know how sometimes you get in that spot and you're like, all I gotta do is give you 20 and you give me 5. Woo.
Hey, it's real. Everybody hustling, man. This day and age, everybody hustling. Everybody come up with something. Man.
Yo, big shout out. Look at this. Man, that's a dude I want to be like.
Yeah, that's he got a little Rocky. He trained little Rocky over there.
Man, look.
Ain't seen that kid play football yet.
Man.
That's
watch out for him.
That's mega trainer.
Man, look. His boy, man, look, he don't stop.
Hey, brother. That's what it's really all about. I'm a Kobe fan. That's that Mamba. What's it called? The Mamba mentality.
See that's why I brought you on this. That's why you my guy, Steve. I'm gonna kick you out the show. You finna say something stupid.
Straight up.
I ain't finna say nothing.
See, don't say nothing stupid. Let's be honest, Steve. He could whoop up on your boy all day long. You know that, right?
Who's that?
Oh,
your boy John Starks. He could get some. You know that, right?
Who whoop on him?
Kobe, you know, all day long. He'll drop 80 on John in a minute.
Easily. John Stark too small, too little to try to hold Kobe. They went 2 different eras anyway, but he was still too little to try to hold Kobe.
Like, you think John Stark's going to let him drive to the hole? He's going to push him in the 4th row of the stands.
You think Kobe's going to let him do that?
Yes, I really do.
Straight up.
Look, it's about time you said something, because I actually had to block him from Wednesday's show. He's gonna say some stuff like Tom Brady is a GOAT. There we go.
Yeah, I'm hush hush on football right now. I mean, yeah, they bought a great team. They bought a great team, man. So I mean, they got their money's worth. They got their money's worth. So get it how you live.
Exactly.
I mean, I've said it. With the way that defense played in the Super Bowl,
right?
Jameis could have played and they could have won that Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know about Jameis, but I mean, with a good defense in the run game, you can go a long way. So I mean, yeah, Fournette came along strong in the playoffs. So they, like I said, they got their money's worth. They got a great return on their investment in terms of the dollars they put in, the players they brought in. So I can't knock them for that.
I mean, I can. I'm just going.
Hey, brother, you know, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring, man. So I guess you gotta just a humble salute and just keep it moving. See you in the fall.
Look, man, the hate for Tom Brady is real around here, man.
Yeah, of course, as it should be.
It is.
As it should be.
I mean, even if he didn't win, I'd still probably hate him.
Yeah. I mean, if I knew a quarterback or a player that I wasn't a fan of that had 7 rings, I'm sure of course I'm gonna hate you. I don't like you.
Well, there we go. How do you feel when somebody says Tom Brady is the greatest of all time?
I mean, if you're living in the moment, of course he's the greatest of all time. I mean, so if you're living in the era of, if you based upon what you've seen the last 10 years, I mean, you can't go against the ring count. But I mean, bro, there's a lot of speculation around that. I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, by the way. So of course, they had our number. Brady has had our number. I got it, so I got it, that's a humble salute. That's a humble salute I got to give him. I mean, yeah, he did his thing, but that go talk, I don't really get involved in the go talk, man. I mean, maybe I'll see it better or better understand it once he finally hangs it up, and I'll be able to kind of just take a look back and think about some of the things he's done and how he did it. But yeah, I don't get involved in that go talk just yet, man. I think it's still early.
He did all things with the ref. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you living in the moment. Of course, you to go. It's supposed to be.
I mean, how are we gonna forget folks like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of names I think if I was gonna name the greatest of all time, I could name above Tom Brady.
That wise or ring wise, I mean, like I said, if you're looking at it from the standpoint of how many rings you got, that's totally different. I mean, because I wasn't a Jordan fan, I'll say that, but it was after MJ retired, and I was like, bro, when you think about it, like Jordan did do his thing. Like you did, like during that era, everybody was on the Bulls bandwagon. I'm sort of an outcast.
Those are facts. Those are facts.
Hey. I mean, it wasn't until after the fact that MJ left and he retired. I was like, okay, now I can appreciate him for what he did. But I wasn't trying to. They got Robert Orr who won 7 rings. I mean, Robert Orr did win 3 of them with Kobe, or 2 of them with Kobe at least, and Shaq. But But I mean, I think you know what I'm saying. I think it'll be over time that we actually be able to appreciate, or for non-fans, quote unquote, non-Brady fans, it'll probably be a minute to after he actually hangs it up. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, you'll probably say that. Yeah.
Now, see, I'm along the lines with you. I wasn't a Jordan fan, still not to this day. Most of it comes from the Jordan fans. I think that rubs me the wrong way. They're ignorant. Mm-hmm. But I will admit, after he retired and I got older, I did respect the things that he did.
Right. Yep.
But I still can't stand it.
Yeah, I mean, I respect him as a businessman. Don't get it twisted. But as far as the Jordan brand, what he's done, but yeah, when he was playing, like, I was not. I got family in Chicago and a lot of good parts of Illinois. I was not a Jordan fan. I was like, I wasn't.
I mean, I don't hate him on the slick. I mean, it's
I don't hate him at all. I just wasn't a fan of him. He's a bit of a stretch. I just wasn't a fan.
Like I said, right. Afterwards, okay, yeah, that was pretty cool. The man did some things.
Yeah, I mean, Last Dance gave him a lot of credit. I mean, kind of opened a lot of people's eyes, especially you weren't raised in that era, or you were too young to understand it during the time that you was being raised in that era. Now that you're a grown man, you see, like, oh wow, he really did do some work, did a lot of work. So, yeah, yeah.
You go do that, ain't you?
This guy,
he's gonna stir it up. All right, well, I mean, I know it. Nobody's ever gonna say it. It's never gonna be said. There's nothing any of us can do or anything that's gonna say it. But in your opinion, could LeBron ever be greater than Jordan?
In terms of what?
Just playing wise. Oh, man,
Bob Cousy. I don't know who's Bob Cousy, man.
There's 4 straight weeks. Y'all have given me random white guys. You know who Bob Cousy is?
I know who he is, bro. But I mean, come on, we went from Tom Brady to Michael Jordan to LeBron James to Bob Cousy. Like, what you doing right now?
Hey, check your stats. My man's got about 10 rings.
For who?
Boston.
Oh, okay. Was he on Bird's team, or was he back when
he was back? He was point guard when Russell was playing.
Oh, okay. I mean, come on, bro. we talking about keeping up with our history. You talked earlier about do you do research? Now that's research you did right there, because I ain't know.
Look, you know me growing up. Sports was life. So that's just sitting back there.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Go up to Boston and just have some of them folks. Who's Bob Cousy?
Yeah, of course.
Do that. That should be fun. That should be fun.
You got 10 rings. They better know who he is.
Or tell them Cousy ain't shit. But nah, just basketball wise, because we know. Let's be honest. The Jordan brand took off and it's so big right now. Is there really anybody who's going to get bigger than that brand? Probably not.
Probably not. Nah, I don't see it.
But as far as playing ball,
I mean, from a competitive standpoint and from a clutch standpoint, I got to give it to Jordan, because Jordan wanted the ball, and that's why I love Kobe so much. I wasn't a Jordan fan, but anything that I saw that mimic Jordan. You know, hey, you had to. I jumped on the bandwagon, but Craig Elo. You talking about Craig Elo, the one who Jordan shot over and beat when he was in Cleveland? Craig Elo. Come on, bro.
Craig Elo.
Yeah, exactly. He's on one of Jordan's many. He was a shooter, but he on Jordan highlights. I mean, you can't bring his name up and talk about he a GOAT and he on one of Jordan's early highlights. Like that. That makes no sense. That he's not a GOAT. He's a sheep. Literally. But no,
that was Russell. That was a push off. Russell was the push off.
Yeah, Russell was a push off, but still. But nah, man, when you look at you consider as far as competitiveness and just their will to win, I think Jordan showed that. No, I don't think I can honestly say Jordan showed that throughout his career. Mario Elliott, you talking about people who never won rings, bro? How they gonna be a GOAT and they never won a ring? That makes no sense.
He's got 2.
For who? Oh, with the Spurs?
With the Rockets.
I was going to say, yeah, with Houston.
Oh, Mario Elliott. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Yeah. See, I mean, but come on, man. I mean, Akeem was a dream. I mean, you're going to talk about, but put Akeem in that conversation. Jordan 6-0. And Jordan did take, I mean, all due respect, man, Jordan did take a year off from just like, say, I don't want to play basketball no more. I'll be back. And came back and won 3 more.
Yeah, but let's be honest. On that second three-peat, that team was loaded now. Let's not kid everybody now. Let's not act like that team was just scrubs now.
I don't say that. I don't think they were loaded. Barkley went on that. Well, it wasn't on that team.
Did they have Kukoc?
But Kukoc came out of nowhere though. They developed Kukoc.
Rodman.
Yeah.
But they didn't go out and get Barkley or Ewing or nobody. That wasn't a super team in mind. That was more of a team I'm not gonna say it was a super team, but I mean to say that, I mean I'll go back to this argument. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting some text messages later on once some people hear this show. My man said Kukoc was the European Jordan. I mean, that's what they say. I mean, let's be honest. They murdered that man when the Dream Team played them, bro. What are you talking about?
Let's be honest. If it wasn't for Scottie Pippen coming along and Phil Jackson, did Jordan ever win a ring?
No, I don't think so.
Jordan made players around him better. I will say that. That we can't even bring Golden State in that era. That's a totally different era.
Yeah. You put Golden State back then. They win 10 games back in that era.
Yeah, listen, that's a great look. And nobody, a real Golden State fan, can even tell you who was on the team back then when Jordan was playing. Who was on go? But now they the best and most hyped, or they were, I should say, the most celebrated team. Like, bro, tell me that's not a big 3, man. You can't make Rodman out to be a big 3. Like,
hey man, don't throw shade on my dude, man. That's my guy back in the day.
I mean, he's a baller, but I just can't put him in a category of a big 3. So yeah, no, man. Hey, to answer your question, I think from a competitive standpoint, and just clutch, as in give me the ball and everybody else move out the way. I mean, Jordan, you got to get Jordan. No, you don't have to. I mean, he does have the edge. I mean, he does have, and that's what make legends who they are. It's not about them sharing the basketball. I mean, they wanted to, but he trusted and believed in his game more so than anything else. So I mean, that's why I give him the advantage, because he had that killer mentality.
Look, he gonna sit in the comments and argue. Do we need to bring him on the show and let him argue?
Like, I thought you was off tonight, bro.
Hold on, look, wait a minute. Look, because this sounds like it could get very heated, and I'm all for very heated. Look, let me. Shit. There we go. I'm finna send him the link. I'm gonna see what happens. He's going to probably set up his studio.
I tell him join the fans. No, so that's where it is, bro. I mean, different era of basketball. I don't think that, there's no comparison. You actually have to be there. Harold Miner won one slam. He won one slam dunk. He won one.
He only played like 3 years in the league.
And they coined him.
They call him Baby Jordan.
Baby Jordan. Baby Jordan.
They did. I thought that was hilarious.
He won one slam dunk contest, and they call him Baby Jordan.
Right. And after that, when he played like 3-4 years in the league.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's got a ring.
Well,
who, the Lakers?
He was on the Lakers team in the early 2000s.
I think you think about Isaiah. You think about Ryder. You think about Ryder. That's Ryder. You think?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, that was another Baby Jordan they tagged.
Yeah, but they coined his Isaiah Ryder. Yeah, they coined him as Baby because he went between his legs and dunked it from the free throw line.
My bad.
It's all good.
My bad.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. So no, man. I mean, yes, that's my take on it.
All right. Well, here we go then. Kobe or Jordan?
I can't because Kobe, God rest my guy's soul. He said he got his game from Jordan. He got everything from Jordan. So you really can't put him over him.
Wow.
I mean, you're never the student and the pupil, I guess. I couldn't do it. And then, I mean, MJ did it. Like I said, I always say MJ got out the mud. Kobe said he emulated Jordan in probably every aspect of his game. So I can't. I mean, I always say it's Jordan and Kobe. That's my eye. So I can't. As much as I love KB and I miss him, I can't put him over. Out of respect, with love for the game, respect for the game, I couldn't put him over. MJ.
Mute his mic. He's talking crazy now. He's drunk. I
couldn't do it.
I can't believe I'm about to kick you off the show, man.
Hey, bro. I mean, do what you gotta do. I respect
Why you gotta kick him off the show?
Because I mean, I'm a Kobe fan. I'm a Kobe fan. Kobe was my guy.
I mean,
Kobe was my guy.
Kobe was my guy.
Nothing.
I mean, look, you look over him. He's a Knicks fan, so just look over him.
He's
talking crazy.
Jump bandwagons. I'm not a this person going to this team. I'm this person fan. I'm a New York Knicks fan. Ride or die. Just like I'm a Dolphin fan. Ride or die.
Hey, for you to even admit that, man, says a lot. So, hey, bro, I mean, I respect that, bro.
Y'all making moves out there. I see y'all trying to make moves.
Okay. I just, we coming.
I mean, yeah, that division gonna be tough though. I still think with
Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo. I mean,
go
but
ahead say it. No.
Buffalo.
But I mean, I still wouldn't count out New England though, just for their pedigree, just for what they know.
Beauty.
They don't even have a quarterback. They called me and asked me to be their starting quarterback. I said no.
I did hear it take the Tom Gugliotta, baby. You don't know Tom Gugliotta?
No, from the Warriors, right? No, for the Heat. He played for the Heat, right? For the Heat or the Warriors?
Timberwolves.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, bro, who's watching Minnesota? Who's watching Minnesota play?
Well, your boy Amp Garnett was his boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I mean, during that time, yeah, but I mean, who was really watching Minnesota play?
I mean, you couldn't watch Minnesota back in our day. I mean, you can only watch who? The Heat, the Bulls.
We got the Hawks. We had that Hawk station that Mookie Blaylock, Stacey Augman, Dominique Wilkins.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got them Hawks. That was before the Memphis Grizzlies came in town, though. That's when
they took over. They took over.
Yeah, they took all that. Yeah, the Memphis or Atlanta was only on team that we were able to watch on a consistent basis. I thought Mookie Blaylock. Yeah, man, I thought Mookie Blaylock was that dude.
Very underrated.
He was very underrated. Yeah, Stacey Augman, Plastic Man was too.
Look, either jump on the show or get out of comments because you're getting out of hand.
Yeah,
quit drinking. Put the cup down. Put the cup down.
He was at Oklahoma State 2 or 3 years, and he had a Vancouver jersey on for I don't know how many years after that, but that's it. Wasn't he Big Country?
Big Country, that's Big Country. them goddamn feet got bad, man. Them big guys in them feet, man.
Yeah, but he didn't live up to that title in the league.
You keep saying you got to get food, but you in these comments.
Yeah, that boy, he lonely.
Even though he was eating his food on last week's show.
So
now, have you ever dipped into sports broadcast?
Man, that was my first. That was actually my first. I guess just desire it was to get in with sports.
Right.
But so I just made it included within the show. Just did a sports segment because I had a 4-hour shift. Or was it 4 to 6 hour shift? So within those hours, I was able to dip and dab in different formats of news. But no, yeah, sports talk or sports broadcast. Mar Rashad and those cats were the ones who always wanted. Stuart Scott, Dan Patrick, those guys were like, the ones who I wanted to be like. I mean, you see, they doing that now. They do podcasts now. Sports podcasting is in. So I don't know what's going on with your boy. He say he hungry, and he say he whatever, and then he come back.
I think he's just so hungry. He's just trying to see how many wild names he can throw off top of his head.
I was probably say Baloney, not Maloney, but yeah, sports was was actually that was where I wanted to kind of dive into. I mean that media market, bro, is so competitive, man. Like, I mean, you try to go to any major or mid-major city, it's going to be, and it's politic based as well. I mean, so there's a lot of things that kind of go into that you really got to sort of scratch and crawl or hustle your way in the door. But yeah, it's a doggy dog world, bro. To come down to the media in the media field, mass media, that is, broadcast especially.
So if you got just some community college call you up right now, say that we want to bring you on, we want you to do the play-by-play for these sports, you taking it, or you gonna say not now?
I'd probably take it. Just as another option. I'm telling you, man, look, what I've learned, you can't turn down too many opportunities. Like, because some of these won't be here. We won't have them always. So they would call me up and hit me up, say, hey, we need a play-by-play guy. We think you'll be a good fit. Man, I'm there, bro. I mean, I'm not eliminating any opportunity, no chance to make some connections, and most importantly, to make some money. So now I'm there, brother.
What all platforms is Jon Hoey Radio going out on right now?
Man, we just on. Believe it or not, we launched this thing, and I'll tell anybody, bro, you can launch a business on Instagram. Yeah. You can literally launch a business on Instagram. Like, I don't care.
Facts.
You can learn for anybody out there trying to figure it out. Where do I start? Man, look, throw you some pictures on there, get you some videos, dress that thing up, make it sound good, look good, and feel good. You in business, straight up. But we just YouTube and all social media platforms. We'll be on Apple and Spotify and Roku and all that stuff in a minute. We just, like I said, the website is our biggest need right now, because we got a lot of content on the website, bro. A lot of content. It's not just I want to be a one-stop shop. I ain't just trying to have just any page up. I'm trying to make sure we can get everything on there. We're trying to be Walmart.
Let's see. Before we flipped the video and we were doing straight audio, I was going on Apple, iHeart, all that. Yeah. And hell, with it just being me on this side, I was like, man, you know what? Let's just do this video and let's go directly just YouTube. Let's just see what happens. And it seems like video is catching on a whole lot more than the damn
audio piece.
Yeah, he said, got an IT guy for you. You need one.
Hey, brother, we'll talk. I mean, Frank the Tank. What's good with it? But no, man. I mean, it was. I promise you, just one day we were in the studio, bro, and I was like, I gotta do my own thing, because I knew, granted, I appreciated the platform that the studio afforded me, but I felt like I had enough, I guess, leverage and knowledge to kind of launch out. I almost look at it like being an independent artist. You've been on the label for so long, you realize, like, granted, they've given me a platform and opportunity, but I can start my own label. I could do my own thing. And like you said, with video being what it is, and since I had the experience, as well as, I guess some people would say, the talent, to do it, I said, we can do this ourselves. Like we, you kind of got a preview of what it takes or what it looks like, both on and off the air. So shoot, do it yourself. So that's pretty much been the mindset, that I had. But I promise you, we were in the studio one day just fooling out. Bro, I was throwing some topics out there. One of my boys came in who's a graphic artist. And I was like, yo, bro. Facts, amp. But I was like, yo, man. I said, make me a logo. He's like, what? He said, what you want the logo to be? I said, man, call that joint Jon Hoey Radio. I said, put some headphones on there and tell me and show me what it looked like. He sent me like 3 or 4 different graphs or images to choose from. I was like, man, that beats look dope. Now if Apple called me or Jimmy Iovine or Dr. Dre called me and tell me I can't use it, then so be it. I said, but take that B off of it. Let's roll with it. See what it looks like. And next thing I know, bro, he sent me like 2 or 3 of these. I said, man, we're gonna roll with this thing. So, and I think my boy Doe Baby Devin said it best a few weeks ago. When your name is on it, it kind of give you a little bit of an edge. More motivation in a sense to kind of make it work. But yeah, bro, we were fooling off in the studio one day, just doing some stuff. I said, man, I want to start my own joint just as an independent artist. And there it was.
How hard was it for you to go from audio to video?
It wasn't. I didn't look at the camera though. Believe it or not, I didn't look at the camera at first. I turned away from the camera because people always say you got a radio voice, so you don't sound like that. Like I guess I do turn the switch on and off. So I guess I had to kind of grow within it myself before I was actually comfortable with actually looking in front of the camera, looking at the camera while I talk. So it's almost like I wouldn't face the camera. I'll look in another direction. I still had a microphone in front of me doing all the things that you would probably do in front of the microphone. But I never would actually look. But it took a while for me to actually feel comfortable with actually looking in the camera while I talk. So it's a process, bro. It's a build-up. It's an exercise. You don't just walk into stuff like this. It's actually a practice. I tell people all the time. I was doing this for 6 or 7 years before I actually got comfortable with kind of try to get more kind of let loose a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, when we got ready to switch to video, I think I wasn't so much nervous about looking into the camera. I mean, that don't bother me. Anybody that's around my pop's house and all that, I mean, he always had a damn camera floating around somewhere, so that wasn't shit. I guess it was more so, all right, now instead of hearing me, now you finna see me.
Exactly. And I think you found people are more intrigued by that. I think that was people are more, they gravitate to that more than just hearing you. Oh, I heard you on the radio. But to actually see them and hear them at the same time, it's like an infatuation almost. Like, wow, that's actually you. You actually talk like that. You actually saying that. So I mean, that was the thing, bro. But I promise you, man, it was years of preparation, still work. I used to stutter as a kid. Anybody that know me know I talk fast. So I used to stutter a lot as a kid, probably up into junior high. So for me to even kind of pursue anything like this was unheard of, like for real. So that added even more motivation for me to keep moving, keep pushing. Because of course, we got that country slang anyway coming from Mississippi. And you add, just a little bit. And then you having, you already talk fast, and people they say you say certain words a certain way. Right. So now, man, it was for me. It was like an exercise, bro. It was work, literally. As an artist, I mean, because if you listen to T.I.'s first album, God bless him. If you listen to his first, he don't sound the same way he sounds now. No. It's the same way this works. Over the years, you go back and listen to yourself like, dang, listen to me then, listen to me now.
I have done that, and there was a few shows I checked out we did about 4 or 5 years ago. I was kind of embarrassed by listening to myself.
Facts.
Which I don't like to hear myself anyway. I know it might seem like I'm lying. I mean, I sit here and talk shit with you all day long. I can't stand the way I sound.
Yeah, same here, bro. I mean, a few times people tell me to do an air check. I just like, I don't want to do it. Like, why? Because I don't want to hear myself. Like, they do an air check. They do an air check. Like, I don't want to. Like, why? Because I don't want to hear myself. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm just let it keep going. I know I still got work to do, so I don't even want to watch no game film right now. I just keep practicing. I go back and watch game film later.
Yeah.
Straight up.
See, I think that's why the video thing has worked so much for this show and why it's the podcast. Because when we were doing audio and we had the people who were actually listening, the video works better because I would always tell people, what you don't understand is when we're doing the show, it's not scripted. So all the reactions you're hearing, that's legit.
Right.
Whereas now, instead of just hearing it, you can actually see, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he really is about to fall on the floor because he's laughing so damn hard. I mean, I love it though.
That's entertainment, brother. That's what sells.
Look, my man said
he
headed to the house. Him headed to the house. Hey, whatever. It's gonna take that motherfucker 40 minutes to get to the house, and we ain't even gonna be talking about what he was trying to get.
What are you talking about? You got to bring us back up to speed. In turn, whatever that was, it don't even matter no more.
Right, he gonna slow the show down.
Yeah, straight up.
All right, you got the North Mississippi Community Greek Picnic coming up. I wish there could have been a better picture.
When is that?
What got you to get that going? From what I was told, you're the one organizing everything, correct?
I came up with the idea. I hate to take lead and the credit for that. Man, it's a group of people, man. Shout out to my boy Doe Baby. Shout out to Devin Riddle, that is. I know I've known Devin too from way back when. He'll tell you that. He knew me, I guess, probably before I knew myself. But Flo Isom, Marion, I'm sorry. Man, a lot of people. Miss Barbara Bedford. I hate calling names out, but I got to do it because I'm gonna miss somebody. But whoever it is I miss, I love you still. We got a few people on there. My boy Lawrence Morocco, Rebel Body Fitness, Rebel Fit. He's on the squad.
Oxford represent.
Yeah, Oxford represent. He die hard Ole Miss, and all that he do, he die hard Ole Miss. But the idea came about Kelly King. Let me get some names out for there. Kelly King, I appreciate you. Randy Faulkner, I appreciate you. Sasha Marsh, I appreciate you. And let's see, my boy Marcus Parks, P, appreciate you.
I saw him about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, P always in them streets, man. Shout out to my boy P. Mr. Cedric.
I saw him at work.
Once again, he always in them streets, so yeah, I know. Cedric Scott. It's a lot of people, man. That Mr. Brian White, I had a chance to talk to him a few times. But the idea, Brianna Hollowell, appreciate you. Monica Kaiser, she and I spoke. A few people, man. I if I missed you, I love you. I'm sorry. Charge it to my head, not my heart. But no, I saw it actually in I went to the one in Atlanta a few times.
Yeah.
And the more I had gone to it, of course, I try to break down, metrics and makeup and why things are, why people do what they do, and why these things actually work, and see, how they can actually be applied on other areas of the cities or the towns or the markets, so on and so forth. But me and my boy Mario Marion, we had gone to the one back in 2016. I've been before. I mean, so I wasn't as, intrigued by it. I'm an old head now, so whatever. So when I was there, I'm just looking at. Yeah, straight up. So I mean, I was looking at what the makeup of it was. I'm like, it's really nothing but a homecoming. Yeah. That's what it felt like. It felt like a homecoming. It felt like a big picnic where people come together. You got these different Greek organizations that pretty much have fun. They network. Okay, bro, appreciate you. He missed the show that much, like straight up. Hey. But no, man. When the idea came about, I mean, when I saw the makeup of it, I said, bro, we can actually do this. I told Mario, I said, man, we can actually do this back at the crib. And of course, I got laughed at by a few people for coming up with the idea. I said, no. I said, y'all think I'm playing, bro. When you think about Holly Springs, you think about the location where we are. We're in the middle of everything. You got Oxford next door. You got Memphis next door. This is pretty much a college town when you think about it. And another thing that had done on me, I had thought about, I was like, there are only two 4-year colleges, accredited 4-year college in North Mississippi. Of course, Ole Miss, and the other one is Russ College. So I'm like, when you think about the dynamics of that, like, bro, we have the access, we have the actual the resources to pull this thing off. It's just a matter of the right people coming together to do it. I mean, so years passed by, bro. And I guess the idea was still kind of itching at me. I'm like, bro, it can actually be done. We can actually do this. Like when you think about giving back to the crib and doing something that you know going to draw some positive energy and bring people together. And then let me say this too, man, if I go any further. Greek, what's going on, Jose? Greek doesn't. I hate people. I don't want people to get turned off by the term Greek. I mean, it's a community-based event. You know, and that's the thing that we're hoping, you know, if all goes well and everything goes into as planned, this is about community and not about, you know, the organizations. The organizations are the ones that are putting it on. However, it's all about, you know, giving back to the crib, man, and being able to be, you know, that vehicle and bring some positive energy back to the city. But you know, one thing led to another, bro. The right people had got involved. They told me what I need to do, and man, next thing I know, we on calls and making plans, and we this thing then went from an idea now to an actual full-fledged function, and we moving with it.
How long have y'all been in the works of getting this together?
Man, the idea came about 4 years ago. We started last June, so it's been almost a year.
How hard was it to get everything rolling with all the COVID and everything that was going on last year?
Believe it or not, man, COVID actually provided us leverage and provided us a unique opportunity because everything that we were doing was virtual. So we looked at the fact that, you know, I didn't have to come home as much to actually meet with anybody. Everything was being done via Zoom or, you know, virtually or whatever. So right. That actually helped in terms of getting it off the ground. You know, I reached out to a few people that I know have done events before in the city to kind of pick their brain a little bit to see, you know, how did it work? What did you do? What are things to be mindful of, so on and so forth. I mean, I was just grabbing nuggets as I progressed with it. And man, like I said, it probably took maybe 6 months, man, to get some people on the call. And the next thing you know, we talking to different people. You know, we've met with quite a few people from Tupelo, from Oxford. I mean, you'll be surprised at how many people, you know, are in full support of it. And it's at a time where we need it. Now, of course, you know, COVID and CDC guidelines, we get that. But we're hoping it's an outdoor event, and we're hoping that, you know, that will kind of help to just bring some life and much needed just positive energy to the city. When are y'all doing it? I don't. It'll be in the fall, man. That's another question. I mean, right now it's a TBD. Fall. Okay, gotcha. As we won't get too close until we announce the date. We'll get close enough to let people know in advance, man. I mean, hey, man, Greenhouse can be a sponsor, brother. You put your greenhouse brand on a picnic. It'll be big, son.
I mean, we can talk about that. I mean, you know, I ain't got no problem with that.
Be a sponsor, man. Be a sponsor. Greenhouse Fit. Y'all heard it here first. Greenhouse Beer Company, proud sponsor of North Mississippi Greek Picnic. Coming fall 2021.
Does that mean I got to show up?
You said what?
Does that mean I got to show up too?
Hey, bro. Yeah. What you mean? It's a event, man. What you mean?
I mean, I got the new job. I don't know how my schedule gonna be working. You know what I'm saying?
Send Green Man in your place, man. I mean, I guess the Green Man. Since he's so inclined and so engaged tonight, let him.
He barely show up to shows, and you want him to show up to an event.
Yeah. No, man. But
come on.
Like, it's community based, bro. That's the thing that we don't want to. We don't want people to be turned off about or against. It's community based, but I mean that just speaks to the uniqueness of our city and the resources that we have. I said, because when you think about it, not too many other places could actually even have the resources to pull this off in terms of location, in terms of just people. And they're like, yeah, we got it. Like, I didn't realize it at first, but like, yo, we actually have, you know, you'll probably have to go maybe to Nashville, Jackson, or Memphis to be able to in some ways even think about, or maybe in some ways operate or try to create something like this. But, you know, we have that platform, we have that location as well as that access to make it happen. So yeah, that was it, bro. I mean, it was an idea, and that we, you know, trying to find more ways to bring some positive energy, like I said, some much needed relief and hopefully service to the city.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Holly Springs needs a lot of positive energy.
Right.
A lot
of it, brother.
I mean, it needed a good little bit when we were there.
Yeah.
It needs a lot now.
Yeah, man. I mean, so there's never been a better time, I think, to do anything, man. So I support all my local business owners, man. Just anybody that's there, just still trying to hold together. Shout out to Will Solo. A few other guys I know that just still, keeping things intact. So yeah, man. I mean, but that's where it is. I mean, we're still working on it. Now, a lot of people ask about, not a lot of people, but people have asked me, are you consider looking at COVID and, possible whatever. Yeah, we're keeping it in mind, but at the same time, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna make it see what we have. If not this year, we got other year or the next year, the years to come. But we're planning to make it happen fall 2021. You'll hear more about it.
Let's see. That's another reason. Are you gonna be there?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, if he's gonna be there, I gotta be there.
Yeah,
bro. What you mean?
It's Greek. I'm Greek. Got to.
Greek. What? Yeah. Which organization you part of, brother?
Cashapp. I do part to the day that I die.
Hey, brother. Shout out to the Newts, man. Shout out to the Newts, brother. Shout out to the Newts, bro. I'm an alpha, but shout out to the Newts, man. Ice, baby.
Oh, we got trouble.
No, we ain't got no trouble.
We got trouble.
We ain't got no trouble.
I mean, you might well
ain't no trouble. No. Yeah, now all of a sudden you made it home real fast, bro. What you fired? You
fucking fired.
I live right down the road. I live right down the road from Sonic.
You made it seem like you were 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks away.
No, what had happened? What had happened? McDonald's was being McDonald's and bullshit. Wasn't nobody taking orders. So we rolled to Sonic. Sonic literally was slap packed. I'm just glad I got some food. That's all I'm saying.
Yes,
so if you calm down with some of your comments, because your comments were a little whack.
Look, Ronnie Cycling, GOAT.
Man,
goat cheese. Goat cheese, if anything.
Wait a minute. Was he in Miami?
Turn his mic off. He was in Miami, right? He was in Miami. Right. That was the pre-LeBron stage. That's why I used to ask all those LeBron or Miami fans. Okay, name some old school Miami players if y'all such diehard fans. Nobody said
Dan Marley. Dan Marley
plays for Miami. Dan Marley played for Phoenix. What are you talking about?
He played for Miami.
Yeah, he played for Miami too.
Oh, okay. Let me shut up then. Maybe I know I'm not a diehard fan. So yeah.
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna throw a name out since they don't want to. Glenn Rice.
Oh yeah, of course.
I was gonna say that one, but he got a ring. I'm trying to think of people that didn't have a ring that nobody could think of. I like throwing these wild ass names out, like
Charles Smith.
Derek Mason.
Ooh, that's a
I know about Derek Harper.
Woo.
Kendall Gill.
Bo Kimball.
Detlef Shrimp.
I was just gonna say it.
Y'all going back.
Mitch Richmond.
Y'all going back to Seattle Supersonics.
Mitch Richmond's got a ring. Chill out.
Yeah, he got one with the Lakers. Yeah, he was on the Lakers squad. He got one with Shaq.
Hey, look, that first Lakers squad had Glenn, Mitch Richmond.
Man, they were washed up, man. They needed Isaiah. They needed a ring. Them guys were pretty much way past their prime. They needed a ring. That's all it was.
You telling me they couldn't still hit open threes though?
No, in garbage time they could. They were never put in the game in pivotal moments to do nothing.
Hey, Baron Davis's left kneecap.
Boss.
He bored. He just came over here to talk to somebody. He ain't really trying to.
Hey,
he just bored.
Hey, half the family's gone. I gotta entertain myself.
Yeah, that's all that is. That's exactly what that is. You ain't making no sense right now. Zero.
When's the last time y'all have seen each other, man?
Graduation.
Wow.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. Graduation within a year, I got the fuck away. I was gone.
I mean, I was gone, but I didn't go like you had gone. You went way away. You went all the way away.
I went a few hours away.
I was there. At least I made the 10 year. You didn't make no year. We ain't seen Barry. Yeah.
Look, at least you came back to Holly Springs a few times. He don't even step foot.
We don't see this man nowhere, bro. That's crazy. Cool.
I ain't gonna lie. The people I need to connect with, I stay connected with. We're gonna leave it at that.
Hey, bro, our class too small for you to think like that. Come on, dude. We ain't got no
How big was y'all's class?
98.
98. We couldn't even make 100. We didn't even make 100. We didn't make 100. What? He's staying away.
We got 110.
Bro, we can even crack 100. And this man talking about he's staying away. Yeah, it's real, bro.
110.
Hey, bro.
That's damn near the size of my home room.
Bro, hey, we were 4A school? We were 4A back then?
No, we were 3, man.
Yeah.
No. We were 4A then.
Oh, that's before they changed the guidelines. Okay.
Right. We were 4A then. We were 4A school then.
We had like 5 some in my graduating class.
Hey, bro,
5.
you comparing apples to watermelons right now. So I ain't even speak on that. It's a totally different breed, totally different makeup of city, everything. Yeah. So we in a country.
Like, hold on. My question is, why did we never have the graduation in the gym at Holly High? We had enough people. It ain't like we were going to pack it out.
No, bro.
Like Russ College, they just pulled one side of the bleachers down. That was
shout out to Russ College, man. Shout out to Russ College, man. Look, that wasn't working out in the high school gym. Shout out to Russ College.
Look, I'm gonna give a big shout out to Russ College because they gave your boy a scholarship for a full ride. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to him.
Yeah, Russ does. Matter of fact, hey, on that note, we trying to definitely partner with Russ for this event. To all my Russ alums out there, the Greek picnic will not be on, was it Founders Day weekend that they had? It would not be on Founders Day weekend. I know y'all upset. A lot of people think it is, but it will not be on Founders Day weekend. Our goal and intent is to have it on Holly Springs High School homecoming weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we want to partner with. We want to kind of get more back, lean more toward the high school, and do more on that side for to start out the gate as far as mentorship and as far as some other things you're looking to incorporate. But it would not be on Russ College Founders Day weekend. I know a lot of Russ Knights are thinking that it is, and they hoping that it is, but unfortunately, it will not be. They got a full slate. They have a full slate every year for Founders Day. So I don't think they needed that. We needed more. We had way more. We have way more room and options to do it. Holly Springs High School homecoming weekend. So there it is. You heard it here first.
I went to homecoming week. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2019. And I told a lot of folks then, man, I wish that homecoming was like that when we were in school.
Yeah, man.
Because it was popping. I know homecoming when we were in school.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that live. No, it wasn't that live now. I mean, everybody came home for homecoming. It wasn't as live as it is now.
No, they didn't.
But yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Look,
no, they didn't. The visitors were still popping. It was parking on our side of the field. It wasn't popping like that.
Even if they left at halftime, they came for people showed up for homecoming, bro. I'm sorry, they won't know who the homecoming queen was, and all they were there, dude. I'm telling you, they came.
I ain't been to homecoming since 2000.
From my view, they didn't.
We ain't talking about you right now, dude. You done pretty much made it known who you are, where you stand, and what you doing. So don't even worry about that. At least try to get your 20
Hey, man. Hey, we got a couple years. We'll talk about that in a couple years.
Yeah, and it's not too far away, but yeah, we'll talk about that soon.
Oh yeah, y'all are coming up on the big date, ain't you? Look at y'all.
Hey, you know what? I might show up for number 20.
No, he won't.
No, he won't.
You shut the fuck up
He
there.
won't.
Hey, we're gonna keep this recorded because you're not coming to 20, but it's all good.
What you want to bet? What friendly bet you want to put on that?
No, because then you'll show up just because.
But hey, whatever it takes, bro. Whatever it takes. Whatever. We'll talk about it.
Now, guess this. What friendly bet? Like I said, I've been through Holly.
You've been through Holly.
Yeah, he been through. I got a brilliant idea.
What?
For y'all's 20, let's do a live collab. Jon Hoey Radio, GreenhouseBeardCo, live at the same time on y'all's 20th.
All right, we'll talk more about it.
He still won't be there, but we can do that.
Dude, come on, man. Come on.
We'll have him on the live. I can't say nothing. I didn't go to my 20.
See?
But my excuse was COVID.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a valid reason.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's a valid reason, son.
Hey, do like Future say, mask on.
No, get that. No, during that time, man, you can stay home, stay home. Man, we were free. We were free for your 10-year, Green man. So yeah, you definitely should have been there. I know you got the invite. It was wide open.
I honestly don't remember.
I know. Don't worry about it.
I'm part of the group on Facebook, so I see it. I see it.
Yeah, okay. At least you admit it.
Yeah, I see what's going on. Look, man, I got nothing against our classmates. Nothing. My beef is I left Holly for a reason. It was kind of like a dark time for me, so I need to get the fuck away, and I don't want to come back.
Okay.
Because it brings up shit that I don't like associating. Nothing against you, the classmates, nothing.
All right. You need to take that up with your therapist, bro. As far as the
I am my therapist.
As far as what we got going on
this
now,
is my therapist.
Okay, well, y'all straighten that out. Y'all straighten that out. I think everybody has something going on that made us detach in some ways, get away a time or two. So you need to get that straightened out and come on back and show your face around for your class reunion, bro. Straight up.
All right. For you, I'll really consider it. For you.
Say that up. That's all we asking, brother. Effort. We just need effort. Not excuses, but effort.
Hey, you gonna stick around with us for a minute once we go off?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Well, look, y'all go check my man out. Everything you need to know about him is in the description. All the links for everything Jon Hoey Radio related is in the description, and we will keep you updated on the show as soon as he gets it up and going. The website.
Website coming. Look for it.
And remember, man, look, this platform right here, man, all small business owners, this is why we created this platform, because we're in the same boat you in. Greenhouse, DiverGents, we all trying to do the same thing. Let's go do this together. So if you want to jump in on this, hit me up, because as of right now, I got next week's show available. I had to reschedule with the guests we had next week. So,
hey, shout out to Bianca Richmond, man. Be Rich Productions, my classmate. She's doing big things.
Those are facts.
She's doing big things. She finished her book and she opened a business. She did a stage play. Yeah, shout out to we have some creative people, creative minded, talented.
She got like four nice businesses going on right now.
Yeah, she grinded. National Women's Month. So support and shout out them women, man. I mean, they doing some cool stuff in terms of their
a lot of plugs.
Yeah, their art and their platforms and their the things they do, man. Shout out to Bianca Richmond. Be Rich Productions. Be Rich everything. She be rich.
Look, everything you need to know about Greenhouse, DiverGents, Jon Hoey Radio. Scroll through that description. I know I don't put much in it, but I keep a way for y'all to stay in touch with us. Check that out. Check us out. Till next time, I am your man.
Peace.
He's the Bourbon Bully. Look, stay up with Jon Hoey Radio, man. For real.
GreenhouseBeardCo.com.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.